открывай, открывай быстро двери. Тикай! Ложись!
A Russian FPV drone struck a vehicle belonging to the Proliska humanitarian aid mission in Konstantinivka. The occupants noticed the drone at the last moment, quickly exited the vehicle, and avoided injury.
Слава Богу, живой. Прицельно, сука. Херня, броня, иди покажу.
A Russian soldier moving alone in a forest came under observation by Ukrainian FPV drones. Detected by the 63rd Mechanized Battalion, he remained in place, unsure of how to respond and with no immediate cover available. Shortly afterward, the Ukrainian drones deployed ammunition near his position. A Russian soldier on a motorcycle attempted to escape from a drone at full speed but was unable to gain sufficient distance. The soldier abandoned the motorcycle and sought cover in the nearby forest, yet he remained under the drone's observation. During a reconnaissance flight, a Ukrainian FPV drone identified a Russian soldier attempting to remain unseen by standing motionless beneath a tree. The drone soon locked onto him, marking a tense and pivotal moment in the unfolding operation. A Russian FPV drone struck an unmanned ground vehicle that Ukrainian forces were using to transport supplies to the front line. Pokrovsk direction, November 11, 2025. A Ukrainian reconnaissance drone detected two Russian soldiers resting under a tree. One appeared to be holding a phone, seemingly taking a photo. Suddenly, a drone descended nearby, startling both men. One soldier quickly moved across open terrain but was intercepted by a second drone. Meanwhile, a third drone approached the remaining soldier beneath the tree. It closed in swiftly and carried out a precise strike, abruptly ending the brief moment of rest. Pokrovsk direction, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone identified a Russian soldier positioned in a tree, possibly using it as an observation point or cover. The drone quickly marked the location and relayed the coordinates. Moments later, an FPV drone approached at high speed, focused on the tree, and carried out a precise strike at the soldier's position. These footage sequences are from a Ukrainian FPV drone. A prolonged engagement unfolded between the drone targeting a Russian soldier in open terrain and the soldier himself. The soldier made every effort to defend his position, using available objects to try to disrupt the drone. Meanwhile, the drone operator skillfully maintained distance, preventing any close approach. The soldiers searched desperately for cover, but the open terrain offered none. Exhausted, he eventually ceased attempts to evade, remaining in place as the drone moved into position. The engagement concluded with the drone completing its operation. Russian soldiers came under observation by an FPV drone. Ukraine's 414th UAV Assault Brigade detected a group of soldiers during a reconnaissance flight in the Donetsk region and quickly maneuvered toward their position. The soldiers attempted to evade the approaching drone but were unable to escape. A fiber-optic drone operator from Ukraine's 414th UAV Assault Brigade successfully maneuvered into Russian-held positions in the Bakhmut region. The drone conducted a rapid scan of the area to identify enemy activity. Eventually, a Russian soldier appeared in its path and found himself unable to evade detection. Ukraine's 414th Magyar Birds unit identified two Russian soldiers attempting to find cover among the ruins. The soldiers under observation appeared visibly exhausted and disoriented. After being monitored by drones for some time, an FPV drone was deployed toward their position. Circling the area to find a precise angle of approach, the drone maintained pursuit. Realizing they were being followed, one soldier quickly retreated, while the other, frozen in place, became the drone's focus. Ukrainian forces carried out a drone operation targeting Russian trench positions. The drones released munitions from several dozen meters above, striking designated areas with precision. Two Russian soldiers were positioned inside a trench when a drone released ammunition nearby, catching them off guard. The Ukrainian Signum Battalion penetrated Russian positions in the Lyman region, systematically identifying and neutralizing military vehicles. Despite efforts by Russian soldiers to camouflage and conceal motorcycles, ATVs, and other vehicles in wooded areas, they remained vulnerable to drone operations. As Russian vehicles were systematically neutralized, it became evident that little precaution had been taken against drone operations at the positions. The Lyman region remains one of the areas where Ukrainian forces have established their strongest defenses. Russian units continue to lose ground, sustaining significant equipment losses. A Russian T-72 tank was observed immobilized due to damaged tracks. Inside, 3 Russian soldiers were taking cover. A drone approached the tank to engage the position, deploying a grenade through the tank's hatch. The device detonated inside the vehicle, likely causing severe casualties among the occupants. This incident underscores the current state of the front line. Russian soldiers continue to seek shelter in unconventional locations, yet every area remains vulnerable to drone operations, highlighting the persistent risks across the battlefield. On the night of November 9, a drone targeted a Ukrainian ammunition depot at the port of Tulips. The magnitude of the resulting explosion suggests that the strike was effective. A Russian FPV drone recorded 3 FAB-500 munitions striking a multi-story residential building in Kostantka. The building, serving as a command center for Russian forces, sustained extensive damage. Reports indicate significant casualties among the personnel inside. Ukraine's FPV-2 kamikaze UAV targeted a key facility at a Russian oil depot. This strike in the village of Karyan in the Crimea region follows previous operations, as Russian-owned oil refineries in the area have been repeatedly engaged, causing substantial logistical disruption for Russian forces. Another striking example shows a soldier who seemed aware of the drone above him but chose simply to lie on the ground and watch. After the first drop, he even managed to throw it away, saving himself for a brief moment. But drones can adapt. The operators reloaded with a different type of munition designed to detonate on impact. This time the strike was direct and conclusive. Cameras captured a Russian soldier who had just woken up from sleep in the forest. Within seconds, a Ukrainian drone lined up a precise strike. A munition was released, landing dangerously close. The detonation left him with no chance to continue, showing once more that being careless on the front line is never safe. A Ukrainian FPV drone once again targeted a Russian soldier, catching him by surprise while he was in a confined space. As the drone approached, the soldier noticed it and attempted to shield himself with his weapon. However, unable to leave the area, he remained exposed to the strike. In the Kharkov region, a Ukrainian fiber-optic FPV drone struck a Russian UAZ carrying infantry. The soldiers tried to get out of the vehicle, but it was already too late. A Russian infantry vehicle was spotted advancing in the Zaporizhzhia region. A Ukrainian FPV drone moved in for a strike, but the vehicle narrowly escaped. However, its advance was cut short when it hit an anti-tank mine and was destroyed.